Hello and welcome. My name is Timalina. This is Breathing for Balance. I am so happy to be on my mat today. It has been quite a while since I have done a flow for you guys. So, hello and welcome. If you've never done yoga with me before, again, my name is Timalina. I've been doing yoga for about 5 years and teaching for about 2. And today's flow is going to be an all levels flow. This is going to be a pretty simple flow. We're going to go through some basic motions and we're going to meet all of our warriors today. So we'll go ahead and get started in our child's pose. So for child's pose, we're going to bring our knees as far apart as our mat. Our big toes are going to come to kiss. When you're ready, we're going to walk our hands all the way out in front of us. Forehead's going to come down to the ground, relaxing. Coming to a ground, nice deep inhale in, and exhales out. While you're in your child's pose, go ahead and set an intention, word, affirmation, or phrase to bring you back to this moment of peace, gratitude, calmness, quietness. So for me, my word is to overcome. And I struggle a lot with fear, anxiety, and a lot of just negative thoughts. So my goal for the day is to overcome, coming back to my breath throughout the practice. Good. One more breath here. And we're going to walk our hands over to the right side. Left hand is going to come on top, finding a side stretch. Good. Back through center. Nice and slow over to the left side. Right hand comes on top. Good. We're going to take it back through center. Pushing our weight up to our tabletop. Shoulders above the wrist, hips above the knees. And when you're ready, we're going to take a couple rounds of cat-cows. We're going to round the spine. And arch the spine. Going however fast or slow you would like to go. Try to really round the spine and arch the spine. Using your breath to release some of the tension in the spine. Good. One more round at your own pace. Good. When you're ready, find that neutral spine. We're going to reach our right foot back. Go ahead and push some pressure into that foot. Finding a little calf stretch here. And then we're going to re-engage. Coming back over, we're going to take our left hand out. So we're going to have left hand, right foot out. And if this is good for you, you can stay right here. If you're not, we're going to come up and balance. Engaging that core first thing today. Perfect. If you're here, we're going to go ahead and bring the elbow to the knee and around the spine. Touch in and come back out. Good. We have 2 more just like that. We're going to come in, touch, and come back out. Nice and slow. One more time. All the way in. Touch and come all the way back out. Good. Bringing it all back down to the ground and back to center. Perfect. We're going to switch sides. Left leg is going to go back first. We're going to find that calf stretch. Shifting our weight back onto our toes. Pushing our wrist back. Really engaging that calf muscle. Good. We're going to come back to center. We're going to reach our right hand out, our left leg out. And then when you're ready, if you would like, we're going to take it all the way up. Balancing for a second. And then rounding in. Coming back out for 1. Rounding in. for 2. Last one, rounding in. Out for 3. Perfect. And we're going to reach it all back down. Let's go ahead and curl those toes, push back for our first down dog. For this first down dog, try to keep your knees bent, finding a straight line between the neck and the spine. And then take what you need. So you can pedal the feet, so taking the right leg down to the ground, left leg down to the ground. You can come onto those tiptoes. You can try to bring the feet flat to the mat if you're ready. Finding another breath here in some stillness. Good. We're going to bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the front of the mat. Go ahead and forward fold. Allow the chest and head to hang heavy. Perfect. When you're ready, put a nice healthy bend in those knees, allowing the chest to rest on top. If you can, we're going to grab behind, forward fold, heavy bend in the knees, chest is on top. We're hugging our body. Head is heavy. Good. We're going to release it all the way down to the ground. Nice and slow. We're going to roll all the way up. Hands will come over the head. Perfect. Hands to heart center. And mountain pose. Hands out to the side. We're going to engage our legs, palms facing the front. Go ahead and close the eyes for just a second. Coming back to your affirmation, your word or phrase. Good. As we pick up the pace, both hands come up and over the head. We'll forward fold all the way down to the ground. Plant the hands. We're going to bend our knees, step back. Hold our plank pose. Again, we're going to engage that core today. Perfect. All the way down to the belly. Relaxing the belly, the tops of our feet onto the mat. Little baby cobra. Just coming up just a little. And back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Little baby cobra. And back down. Once more. Little baby cobra. And back down. Perfect. We're going to come all the way up if you would like, or you can find your baby cobra or your cobra, whatever you like. Taking a nice big inhale in. Exhale, letting it out. Good. We're going to curl our toes, push back. Down dog. Great. We're going to start. Right leg's going to go up to the sky, 3-legged dog. We're going to bend that knee, putting the foot, your right foot towards the left leg. Good. Back through center. And then we're going to tiger curl. So we're going to bring the knee into the nose. Perfect. And right back up. 3-legged dog. Good. All the way through the front of the feet. So right foot's going to come in between the hands. Once you're steady, we're going to come up warrior 1. So back foot's going to come back. Right foot's going to have a bend in the leg. We're going to have both of our hips facing forward, hands over our head. Good. From here, we're going to open wide, warrior 2. Back foot becomes perpendicular. Front foot stays straight. Good. Both hands come over the head. We're going to straighten our front leg, turn it parallel to our back leg, forward fold, and find our wide angle forward fold. Good. And then from here, we're going to walk our hands towards the front of the mat, twisting our low body. And we're going to find our lizard. So both of our hands are going to be in between our right foot. Our back leg is going to be up off that ground. And now when you're ready, we can relax that back leg. Finding a lizard pose here. Good. From here, we're going to shift our weight back. So straightening that front leg, maybe coming onto our fingertips. Good. And then we're going to take it right back to our lizard pose. So bending that front leg again. Good. Shift back. Take an inhale and exhale. One breath. And then back towards lizard. Once more, we're going to shift our weight back. Good. And back towards our lizard. Perfect. If you're on your fingertips, you can plant those hands. We're going to curl our toes under our back foot. Shift our weight towards the front of the mat. And then we're going to bring that back foot back, plank pose, holding here. Good. All the way down to the belly. Coming up for our cobra. Curling our toes back for our down dog. And left side. Left leg goes all the way up. We're going to put a bend in that knee, taking it over to the right side. Back through center. And then tiger curl in. So knee to nose. Back up, three-legged dog. Left foot in between the hands towards the front of the mat. Once you're steady, we're going to find our warrior one. Again, back foot is going to be flat on the ground. Front foot's going to have a healthy bend. We're going to shift our weight forward and hands will come up. Good. Open wide, finding our warrior two. We're going to bring both hands over the head, straightening that front foot, turning it parallel to the back. Forward fold all the way down to the ground. Maybe this time reaching your hands as far back as you can. Can you get to the other side of your yoga mat? Good. Coming back towards the front. We're going to walk our hands towards the front of the mat, finding that lizard. So we're twisting our low body to be towards the front. We're going to have us on that toe. And then if you would like, you can relax that back knee. Good. Hang out on your lizard for just a breath. And then we're going to shift that weight back, finding that straight front foot. Good. Back towards the front of the mat for a breath. Shift our weight back. Back to the front of the mat, a breath. Shift our weight back. Good. Back to the front of the mat for our lizard. Perfect. We're going to relax those palms if they were up. Curl those back toes, coming off the mat, shifting our weight towards the front of the mat and back for our plank. Good. Hold that plank. Down to the belly. Cobra. Curl the toes, push back, down, dog. Perfect. We're going to bend our knees, look in between our hands, step or jump towards the front of that mat. We'll come up halfway. So we're going to bring our hands to our shin, nice flat back. And then forward fold, chest and head hang heavy again. Nice and slow. We're going to roll all the way up. Hands will come over the head to heart center. Down by our side. Perfect. Again, we're going to take hands up over the head. Forward fold. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step back. Hold that plank. Good. We're going to take our weight to our right hand, left side. Option for a modified side plank, you can put the knee down, or you can have both legs nice and straight. We're going to bring both hands back towards the ground, towards center, shifting to our left side. Again, option for a modified plank. Good. We're going to take both hands back towards the ground, and then our chaturanga. So we're going to come down to our belly, option for our knees. Cobra. Curl our toes, push back, down, dog. Right leg's going to go nice and high. We're going to bend that knee, take it back behind. Back up. Tiger curl into the nose. Back up. In between the hands towards the front. When you're ready, we're going to find our warrior one. Hips are forward, knee is bent. Good. From here, we're going to bring our hands back behind, shifting our head forward, our upper body forward, finding a different engagement here. Good. Come back up, warrior one. And then our cactus eyes, maybe looking up and back through. Perfect. We're going to find our warrior two, open nice and wide. Good. Both hands are going to come over the head. We're going to straighten that front leg, turn it parallel to the back leg. And then before we forward fold, we're going to bring our ankles in. Hands are over the head. We're going to find our goddess with our cactus arms. We're going to come back up. We have two. And up. One more. Three. Good. And then take it all the way back up, bringing those feet back parallel and forward fold. Again, maybe you can walk your hands all the way back behind you, finding the edge of the mat. Good. When you're ready, we're going to twist the low body, turning towards the front of our mat here. When you're ready, we're going to relax the back knee. Good. We're going to reach our right hand in front of us. So you're going to touch the ground in front of you if you can. And then we're going to come all the way up, back behind, nice, slow, reaching back behind. And then take it all the way back towards the front. Relax the hand on the ground. We have two more. Reaching all the way up, circling back behind. Taking it all the way back through the front. Last one. All the way up, all the way back behind. Coming all the way back through the front. Good. Meeting back in our lizard. And then we're going to shift our weight back, straightening the front leg, finding our runner's lunge. Back towards our front. Back behind, runner's lunge. Back towards lizard. Back behind, runner's lunge. Perfect. Meeting back in our lizard. We'll heel toe our foot over to the side. We're going to find our pigeon pose. Or if you would like, you can find your 45-45. This is going to be whatever is comfortable for you. From here, you can hang out right here if this is what you need. You should have a little bit of a stretch going just right here. If you would like, you can come to your forearms or down to your belly. Good. When you're ready, we're going to walk our hands all the way back towards the front. We're going to curl our back toes, lifting the knee off, shifting our weight back towards the front, meeting in our plank pose. Holding our plank. Maybe the knees for our chaturanga. Cobra. Curl the toes, push back, down dog. Good. Left leg travels all the way up, three-legged dog. Bending the knee behind. Back towards the front. Knee to nose, tiger pose. Tiger curl, excuse me. Back up, three-legged dog. All the way towards the front of the mat for our warrior one. Nice and high when you're ready and steady. And then we're going to send those arms back behind, shifting our weight towards our front leg. Back up. Cactus arms, maybe looking up. Sending the arms back up. Good. Opening wide, warrior two. Sending both hands up towards the sky, feet parallel, and then we're going to bring those ankles in. And we're going to find our goddess with our cactus arms. So we're going to find the squat all the way down, cactus arms. We have 3, so we're going to come back up for 1, down for 2, up for 3, and let's take that third squat all the way down. And back up. Beautiful. Feet would come parallel again as we forward fold for our wide-legged forward fold. Maybe reaching the hands back behind again. Back towards the front. We'll walk our hands over towards the front of our mat, finding this lizard pose. When you're ready, relaxing the back leg down. Good, and we're going to shift our weight back onto our heels. Back towards the front, lizard. Back behind. Back towards our front. And back behind. Good, and then we're going to meet in that lizard pose. Extending the left arm out. We're going to reach all the way up and back. All the way back towards the front, touching the ground in front of us. All the way back through, reaching behind. All the way back towards the front, touching the ground in front. Reaching back behind, last one. And coming back towards the front. Good, back towards our lizard. When you're ready, we're going to heel toe our foot over to the side, finding our pigeon pose. Perfect. You can hang out right here if this is comfortable. You can come to your forearms or down to the belly. Maybe as you get deeper into the stretch, you can go ahead and get deeper or lower with your upper half. Whatever you need for you. Perfect. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way back up. From here, we're just going to have a seat on our butt. We're going to take our back leg and swing it towards the front. And then we're going to meet in a straight leg seat. So this month's theme for me is stress relief. So we're going to go to the next 3 poses that really help me reduce stress in my body. So we typically take our forward fold very structured. So this time, just like kind of let your feet lay out to the side. We're going to find our lazy forward fold. Both hands are going to come up and we're just going to plop forward, wherever that is for you. Just relaxing, allowing the feet to laid sideways, allowing the body to just kind of find this lazy forward fold, relaxing the neck. And with every exhale, just kind of maybe deepening the stretch, but releasing some of the tension as you do so. Good. And we're going to come back up nice and slow. Bring our legs in for a crisscross applesauce. Both hands come up and over the head. We're going to find our seated twist. So our left hand is going to come to our right knee. Right hand's going to come back behind, supporting our back. Maybe looking over the right shoulder. Good. Nice and slow. We're going to come back through center. Both hands meet. And then we're going to switch sides. Opposite hand, opposite knee. Left hand is going to come back, maybe looking back behind the back shoulder. Perfect. Taking both hands back up. And then let's forward fold right here in this crisscross applesauce. If you can, bring the forearms down to the ground. Perfect. We'll come back up. And we're just going to roll over our feet, finding our tabletop. And then our child's pose. This is our 3rd stress release pose. We've been here before. So knees as far apart as the mat, big toes to kiss. Walking the hands out. Good. And we're going to shift back up, tabletop. Curling our ankles back behind. We're going to work our way onto our back, laying completely down on the ground as we find our Shavasana, our corpse pose. I will stay seated to hold space. Good. As you're in your Shavasana, allow the eyes to close. Release the tension between the eyes, the eyebrows. Allowing the breath and heart rate to decrease and slow. And if you can stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer, please do so. However, if you're coming out with me, we'll go ahead and start to bring awareness back in. You can wiggle the fingers, the toes, then the elbows, rotate the wrist. Nice and slow, we're going to turn to our right side. And then we're going to shift our weight up and find an easy seat. Thanks so much for flowing with me. If you like what you see and you love the flow, please hit subscribe and follow me on all of my socials at Breathing for Balance. Thank you and have a great day, Yogi.